Hello, this is Clementine from Visions of Atlantis, and you're listening to Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey, you are listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast. I'm Bruce.
My name is Chris.
That's it?
That's all you get from me today, bitch.
Great. And once again, we're missing Rena.
Pardon my harsh language.
Yes. But today we're going to be speaking with Visions of Atlantis, a really popular, really good symphonic metal band from, where'd you say, Austria? I didn't see that.
Austria. I've seen them a few times on 70,000 Tons of Metal, and they put on a really good show.
And as you were saying, some of their videos have a couple million views, so they're pretty popular as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's go ahead and grab Clementine, and we'll go ahead and see what she's got to say.
All right.
I'm Bruce. That's my partner, Chris.
How are you doing?
Hi, good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it. Where are you? Are you over in Austria right now?
No, I live in France.
Oh, you're in France.
Yeah, I'm French, actually.
What's the
How did we get this wrong?
I don't know. I'm gonna blame Chris. He's my researcher.
No, I was reading about it.
The band is from Austria, though. So
okay.
You know.
So he's not totally wrong.
He's not totally wrong. No. And you're not the only one who obviously didn't get that part, so no problem.
I got to get a better researcher for sure.
Sure, yeah.
You can blame me. Just before we get to the band, what's life like in France right now?
Oh my God, it's a little bit chaotic because of all the measures that are up and running against the spread of the corona. You know, like for 1 month now, we have to be home at 9 p.m. in the big cities. Like I live in Lyon, and nightlife is, they don't want us to have any nightlife anymore because they consider that this is where people get contaminated the most. So yeah, it's like you go to work, you go home. That's it.
Yeah. Wow.
But otherwise, you know, it's okay. It's we have to deal with it to look at the bright side, make the best out of the time we have, and look and hope for a brighter future.
Yeah, I mean the whole world's going through it, so it's it's been a shock to the system of every single person in the world.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
What's it like trying to put out like your new DVD and music? What's it like trying to do all that stuff in this current situation? It's completely different than normal, right? It's like upside down.
Well, to be very honest, the release of a new material always feels kind of abstract because it's not like we go anywhere to release the stuff. It goes suddenly in the shops. Everyone can get it like on the platforms and so on. So, you know, promoting that DVD compared to promoting a record when it doesn't come to the touring feels pretty much the same. However, it's a fortunate coincidence, I would say, that we get to release a live album right in the middle of a period of time where shows are impossible. So it feels like we can give our fans something to wait. You know, when they're waiting for shows to be possible again, they can watch our DVD and try very hard to believe they're in the venue. So we feel pretty lucky that we have this release in these days, which was not planned at all. Like we didn't plan this DVD because we knew there was this crisis coming, you know. But yeah, it feels nice to have something going on as a band, you know, because all our tours have been postponed. We have no idea if the tours that are scheduled for next year will ever take place. So we have this for now, and it feels good.
Was this a planned thing? Like, had you been reporting to do this, or was this just something you decided to put together after the quarantine?
The DVD?
Yeah.
Oh, the DVD was we recorded the show back in summer last year.
Oh wow!
The show was recorded at Bang Your Head. It's a festival in Germany, and so it was summer 2019. It was even before the release of our latest album, Wonders. And you know, it was when we had the possibility to suddenly make a show with an orchestra. We said, "Hey, we have to record this at least for us, and if it's good enough, then maybe we can make a DVD out of that." And that's what happened. Like we were very happy with how it was like captured video wise, and we decided to make a DVD out of that. But that was planned way before the crisis itself.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Kris?
So I'm somewhat new to the metal world. I wouldn't call myself a newbie anymore since we've been doing the podcast for a year.
Nice.
But I got into metal because of 70,000 Tons of Metal. I went on that cruise the first time. Yeah, I love that laugh.
Sorry.
That's the first time I saw your band play was on 70,000 Tons of Metal.
So you thought that cruise was just a regular cruise, and then you realized too late it was a metal cruise.
No, different. I wish. My friend Andy's a good friend of mine. Started the boat, as you know, and in 2011 I wanted to support his new business venture, so I showed up in golf clothes and went on the cruise, and I've been on almost all of them ever since. I've missed a few, obviously, when the wife says no, but I usually go, and that was the first time I saw you. I think I saw you in the theater the first time.
Yeah. Back to 2016 or something like that.
Yeah. What was it like playing on a cruise ship like that the first time?
It's a crazy idea for to ever believe that you're gonna have a festival on a boat like that. It feels kind of unreal and super exciting, and it feels like holidays yet festival / just eating and drinking the whole day and meeting with people you haven't met in years, because you go on tour with a band, you get along, and then suddenly life parts you make you part again, and you never know when you see these people. So it feels like a huge family reunion at the same time. And I mean, for me, the most amazing experience was when we played the pool deck 2 years afterwards, because as a band that has so many themes that are related to the ocean, playing on a pool deck and actually seeing the ocean, being on the ocean, it's insane how surreal it feels, but it's very nice memories. It's very unique, a very unique experience.
I saw that show too. And the pool deck stage, I mean, let's get serious. The thing's like arena size. It's huge for on a boat. I'm like, how is this even my God, this is insane.
Yeah. But it's so much fun for for the bands and the people coming. You can really tell, some people, they just save every year to be able to do that. And
yes,
it's an amazing thing.
What was it like being so close with fans all the time like that?
Well, at first I had I was waiting to see, because some fans can be sometimes they don't know exactly where the border is from being nice and being too much, or to be all over the place.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have to say that the American fans, they are very respectful. They don't cross borders like that too much. They respect privacy. They respect physical distance, and this made the whole thing completely smooth. I don't recall I had any bad situation. I know there were some other stars that they stay in their cabin the whole time because they don't want to, because it would be too much for them. I think it's Alicia from Arch Enemy. I guess she would have a harder time than me to be around too much. But no, so far it's been very, very nice. Everyone's been very kind and respectful, and also because they know that artists, we don't have an artist area, so we want to be able to enjoy that place without having to hide all the time.
Right, and be able to eat your dinner and do your kind of stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've being on the boat, and I didn't know metal at all when I went on the boat. The 2 or 3 days before I went, I was like, oh, I should look up some bands that are on the boat. And I was like, let's check out this band called Epica. Okay, I'll listen to them. And then, I saw Death Angel play. I didn't even know who they were. And I was like, oh my God, I was so wasted with that guy last night. I didn't even know he was in a band.
Yeah. But that's the cool part. It's we musicians can blend in, and we can feel like we're having a normal life, a normal time, and we don't have to just stop and take pictures and sign autograph every 5 minutes. I mean, we do, but there is a nice friendly atmosphere on the cruise itself.
How do you think it compares really to playing like like a festival. I'm just trying to keep things upbeat here because the world's crazy. So
Yeah.
what's it like?
Well,
go ahead.
It's way smaller than a regular festival. At least it feels way smaller because you have some common places like the decks, of course, and you have the casino place. You have all the different stages, and you have the pools, and you even have some places where you can do some sports and so on. There's not so many people in there in general, but so it feels kind of small because otherwise the rest of the boat is just like corridors with the cabins. So it's
right.
Not like there's nothing so much going on. So it feels smaller, and yet it's a completely different environment because this place is not meant for a metal event. So it looks like a completely fancy cruise, but it plays metal music all over the place. So it's kind of, there's some nice contrasts going on,
Yeah.
and it's actually nice to be on a boat and to arrive in an island. I don't know. Once we went to Jamaica. The other time we went to it was what was the island? St. Martin, was it? No,
I can't remember.
I can't recall.
To be honest with you, on the land days, I was usually so hungover. I'd wake up at like three in the afternoon, and I would walk off the boat with no idea where I was. So I don't know.
Well,
that's just me.
I went kayak. I went kayak with Glory Hammer, and
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, it feels more like it's a smaller festival. Like it's like 3,000 people, like compared to Wacken or any other place where it's just crowded. It's way smaller. It feels way more intimate, and you can meet people several times. Like other bands, and yeah, it's very nice. It feels like a little holiday.
Nice.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Bruce.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, with the DVD that's coming out now, where was this DVD shot?
It was shot at Bang Your Head Festival in Germany.
Okay. And like, shooting a show like that at a festival has to be somewhat kind of, how do I say this? Like a huge job, right? Like you have cameras and you have sound and you have all this stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, live sound, and then you have to deal with splitting microphones so you can actually record it properly. And there's all kinds of things that come about with that. How did you guys kind of look at taking that challenge on?
Well, it was only made possible because the festival gave us enough time at soundcheck to like make sure that we could go through every channel, making sure the orchestra was well balanced in the mix, making sure the camera guys could set up their gear without having too many people around. So we actually got to sound check on a festival, which generally never happens when you're not a headliner.
Right.
And so yeah, I think Bang Your Head was really into having this happening. I think they really liked the project itself. So they gave us space and time to do that. That was actually the main. It was without this, it wouldn't have been possible. You can't set a show with like over 30 people on stage and with the same time as you would give to a regular band. It's not possible. So
absolutely.
So
now, did you guys take care of the logistics? Because obviously this is like months of planning to put this together. Did you take care of the logistics yourself, or did your management company take care of it, or record label?
Well, our record label and our management company is within the band, so
there you go.
So yeah, we handle that ourselves, and with like technical assistance from the festival itself. And then I think everyone was very autonomous, like the camera company, the orchestra itself. Like everyone was very much knew exactly what they had to do, and it was not so much of a huge brainer to put things together.
Great. So I know I told Natalie I would keep it to 20 minutes, so we're running up on time here. But if fans want to find Visions of Atlantis, you guys are pretty active social media-wise?
Oh, yeah. We're all over the main social medias, let's say Instagram, Facebook. That's where we're the most active. And if you check Napalm Records socials as well, you get other things. You'll get the notification when the DVD is out. I mean, from us as well. So yeah, we're
that's
there.
out October 30th?
Yes, it is.
You're about a week and a half away. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, totally.
Ever wonder what a punch from Elton John feels like?
Or how you'd cope with having turned down the chance to be in Nirvana?
Or what signal Keith Richards gives when he wants you to get the hell out of his hotel room?
Fans of Too Much Effing Perspective don't have to wonder, because they've heard these exact stories and a jillion others on our podcast. I'm Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead.
And I'm musician and comedy writer Alan Keller. On the TMEP show, we get guests like Nancy Wilson from Heart, Jeremiah Freites from the Lumineers, and Modern Family's Julie Bowen to tell us things they may have only shared with their therapist, clergy, or a TMZ stringer.
So join us on Too Much Effing Perspective. That's EFFING Perspective. The only podcast you crank up to 11.